report of road traffic accident, Sutterworth Road.
When we go to road traffic accidents, if there's a lot of cars involved and there's a lot of casualties, I have to prioritise which casualties we're going to treat first with the resources that we've got. As for dealing with the casualties, you tend to switch off because you don't know them. You don't get personal with it, and that lets you get on with the job. And it's only afterwards, particularly if it's not children or something like that, when you can identify if you've got children of your own. I've got to try and find out how many people are in the van, and if there's anybody else involved, because sometimes people get thrown clear.
No one else in the van then? Just you, yeah?
The driver confirmed that there was no one else involved, and so then all we're doing is concentrating on that guy there.
I've squeezed his car, but you can feel it.
Yeah.
Right? But he can't move his leg out of that gap, so he just needs to push a bit of the dashboard away from him, and he's free.
Right, okay, just get that glass out of the way that's over there.
Right, all I'm doing is put the blanket over here, and we'll smash the window, okay? Yeah. Right, smashing! Can you push it this way?
Can someone get me head in there, just so I can have a quick look? Yeah, well, yeah.
When we go to road traffic accidents, we meet a lot of the same paramedics, and sometimes we get to know them by first name.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
And if you can establish a good rapport with the other services, you know, even the police as well, then everything just goes that much smoother.
So just get your hand in there, see if you can feel to get the sling, the chains around the steering wheel to see if there's enough space.
We had to put a chain around the steering column and another chain underneath the vehicle, the chassis, and using our spreaders, instead of spreading, you're actually pulling the chains together, and that was actually lifting the dashboard and the steering column away from the casualty, so they were then released and they could go to hospital.
Right, Steve, make sure it doesn't turn it down at the bottom into it. Right, on your call, Steve.
Very slowly, go. Okay.
Right, can you slacken that chain off yet?
Rest it there. Rest.
Right, okay, get round here, get on them. Are you happy getting out of it, yeah? Right, right, give him a hand, Jim, just get anything you can, okay?
Happily, the hospital allowed the driver home that night, a little shocked and shaken, but without serious injury.
That's the driver's seat. The passenger would have been there, which there is no passenger space at all now. You can just see where I'm shining a torch there. That is the glass, and that's on the headrest of the what was the passenger. So anyone in this, it would have been unsurvivable, definitely, because that's the back of the lorry there. So we're quite fortunate that the guy was on his own.
More bemused than shaken was the lorry driver, who'd been parked up and was asleep in the cab when the van struck.
He had parked up at 5 o'clock in the evening, and he'd watched telly, fallen asleep, been asleep for a couple of hours, didn't even hear the van ran into the back of him. Someone else went and knocked on his cab door to explain to him that someone had actually rammed into the back and the van was still stuck in the back, and he got out and he obviously couldn't believe what he'd seen.